Hello, hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are the Royds, back again to talk about Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
From the year of our Megazord, 1999, directed by known all-around good guy John Lasseter.
There it is.
And this is our second foray into
that one's... I'm sorry, that one's a real shame. It's like this guy's done so many like wholesome, great movies, and then it's like they had a whole fucking department that was like, "Hey, John, you can't do that. You can't do that, John. You're being a creep."
That's because he's a piece of trash.
Yeah, evidently.
But then again, you need to be a piece of trash to make good art.
Also, evidently, turns out.
That's just what I've learned over the last few years, is that like you can't be a good person and make good art. Because name a good person who's made good art.
Me.
Okay, that's wrong.
It's wrong on both. I've never made good art, and I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. All you got to do is Google Delaware sex offender registry. And you'll see him. You'll see him right there. Bill Johnson.
Who's Bill Johnson, Robbie?
Maybe just a sex offender in Delaware.
Yeah.
That's
All
also
right.
not something I can confirm. I didn't look that up. I just yelled the name out.
Yeah. Well, if you're right, if you're listening, Bill, fuck you.
Yeah.
Creep.
And if you're not, if your name's Bill Johnson and you're not a sex offender, well, then I'm talking about a different Bill Johnson. It's not libel. It's just a different dude.
Yeah. Seems like a common name.
Yeah. Andy, how you doing?
I'm good, Robbie. How are you?
I'm good. Had you seen Toy Story 2 before?
I had, but like a long time ago. What about you?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it maybe about 10, 15 years ago for the first time.
Yeah, I saw it at I think I saw it at my grandparents' house in Florida. And now they're both dead, so it was a
Very
long time
good.
ago.
Very good.
Yep.
Way to keep this nice and cheery.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
I like that
Again,
you're doing
piece
this.
of shit.
Yeah, absolute. Totally.
Yeah.
This is the Piece of Shit podcast. Just two pieces of shit being pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yep.
So you didn't see this in theaters?
No, I did not.
Okay, so this is another film neither of us saw in theaters, unlike the first Toy Story, which I think we both saw in theaters.
I believe so. If not, I watched the living shit out of that VHS. But you know what? Before we get into Toy Story, let's talk about some movies from the year of our Megazord, as you said earlier, 1999.
It was a pretty big year for movies.
That was a pretty big year for movies. Now that you mention that.
We had the absolute classic, The Mummy.
Oh shit, that is a very good movie.
Yeah, we should do the Mummy franchise.
We should. And you know what? The first one, as far as I remember, holds up very well.
I haven't seen it in years.
Same. But
I was
you know
but a
what?
boy.
I watched special effects breakdown by the Corridor crew on the YouTubes.
The Robert Corridor crew?
The very same.
That's me!
Oh my gosh.
So it wasn't me, so you're lying to the world.
I guess. But they broke down the special effects and they were like, yeah, this shit was like groundbreaking. Yeah, and just by looking at those clips, yeah, it shit looks great.
Yeah, not in the second one with The Rock, where he comes out as the Scorpion King.
No, and they even touch on the second one, and they're like, yeah, like everything else about this movie's great, but the Scorpion King shit was rushed, and it looks like it's like a PS2 era.
The Scorpion King shit, like the Scorpion King was dropping turds as he walked through the desert.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. He's like, we should not leave that in.
I mean, was he gonna find a turlet? He's in the desert.
That's a good point. And he is half animal, half bug.
Right, why not?
Yeah,
I'd shit in the desert.
that's fair. Does a bear shit in the desert? No. Scorpions do, though.
Well,
The movie Sleepy Hollow came out in 1999. Ah!
I got scared.
I understand, just by the name alone.
Ah!
Okay.
Just referencing the name.
Just referencing it. We didn't even say it. The Haunting? Ah! Given
Thought we
Andy-
were out of I'm spooked October.
No, we're gonna keep you all scared. You're gonna be awake all night, Andy. Uh-oh.
That was a scream.
We have upcoming episodes: Star Wars: The Phantom Menace from 1999.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
That's the good
I saw
trilogy,
that.
right?
You tell me. I'm not very well versed in the Star Wars.
No, this is how we get engagement. We just piss people off.
I know that people are now looking a little more fondly on the old trilogy.
People
the
are looking a
prequels.
little more fondly. They're like fondling them. That works.
Very good.
It checks out.
Also, I think I remember getting a free copy of the VHS for Phantom Menace in the mail at some point. And then I watched it because, of the hype. The hype around that time was fucking insane.
Yeah, it was
You
huge.
remember that? Yeah. And I remember putting the VHS in, watching it, and being like, this is fucking boring. This is, like C-SPAN, but in space.
I don't know if you're thinking about the Phantom Menace. I think that was more Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay, maybe it was that one. I don't know. But again, we're gonna revisit that soon. I'm looking forward
I would
to
like
it,
to watch
honestly.
C-SPAN in space. C-SPAN in space.
That's the most interesting thing about it, was what you just said. And how you said it.
The movie Mystery Men, 1999. Planet Patrol. Previous episode, Wild Wild West. Oh, wiki. Idle Hands, The 13th Floor.
How about She's All That?
That also came out in 1999.
Yeah, that was a show on Nickelodeon.
No, that was a movie from 1999.
Oh. Remember All That, though?
Yes, I do. All that this is.
I was about to say, the fucking theme music to All That was hot fire.
It was good.
Yeah.
American Beauty, starring known all-around good guy Kevin Spacey.
Of course. Of course.
Nay.
You know what? I know I'm backtracking a little bit here, but Nickelodeon shows, like, their theme music was always, like, really top-notch.
Was it
Hey
talking-
Arnold?
Now, did talking about Kevin Spacey make you go back and think about Nickelodeon shows?
No, it was the All That. The really shitty All That joke I made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But All That, Keenan and Kel had Coolio. Fucking Drake and Josh. You remember the theme song?
No.
Oh, shit. You know what? When my wife and I had COVID, we binge-watched Drake and Josh.
Really?
And, yeah.
Starring known all-around good guy Drake Bell.
Yep. Turns out there's a lot of known all-around good guys in Hollyweird, huh?
You're telling me. There's a movie in 1999, and it was just called Come to Live, and it is spelt C-U-M, and it's clearly the cum is written in cum.
How are they getting away with that?
I have no idea.
Gross. Oh, The Green Mile.
The Blue Kilometer.
Very good. That's top-notch shit. That's really good. I'm tired, boss.
Is that The Green Mile? I've never seen it.
Yeah, you've never seen The Green Mile?
No, I've never seen The Green Mile.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Bicentennial Man?
Oh, shit. Bicentennial Man. More like... I got nothing.
No, we got time. Think about it.
Robot Williams.
Nice. That was good.
Yeah. I told you I had nothing. I told you that, and you pushed me.
Yeah. The movie
Fight
Dick.
Club. Oh, Dick. Very good movie. Have you ever seen Dick?
Yeah. Years ago.
Yeah, of course you have.
Of course.
Guy's always looking at Dick.
Of course I am.
His favorite movie. He loves Dick.
I do dick ratings on OnlyFans.
Oh, wait. We're not talking about the movie anymore.
What? There's a movie called Dick?
Robbie, you just said there was.
I thought dicks were invented in 1999.
Guy got lost in his own fucking joke. Deep Blue Sea. More like shallow green ocean.
That was okay. That works.
Yeah.
It checks out.
But is it okay though?
No, that was terrible.
Yeah. Like the gall.
Yeah. The Thomas Crown Affair or the Tommy Tiara event.
We're really pushing it.
No, that was good. That one was good.
No,
that one was
we're
good.
pushing
Fuck
it.
you. No, eat shit.
We're pushing it. We are lucky if anybody is still listening to this.
Never been kissed. More like always been fucked. Okay, we're done.
Never been kissed. Story of my life. Am I right?
Guys, come here.
Smooch.
And the movie about the nude avatar movie Blue Streak. That didn't work.
I thought it was pretty good.
You know, sometimes you just try things on the spot because we should look these up ahead of time and then try to write some of these jokes down instead of on the spot.
I like it on this spot, but I'm also a lazy bitch.
Under the Google People Always Ask section, there's a typo, which is very funny. Because it says, what movies came our in 1999?
What is like hour, like time, like HO?
No, OUR. What movies came our in 1999? What movies did I own in 1999? Big Daddy.
Nice. I think it's important to also include The Iron Giant came out this year, which changed everyone's life.
It's pronounced Giant. It's a G.
Stuart Little also came out. Saw that in theaters.
How was it?
I don't remember.
Awesome.
Pretty
Tarzan
good addition,
also came
huh?
out.
Tarzan, I can show you the world.
That's it. Yep.
Shining, shimmering splendor. That's the Disney company shot me.
I understand.
Yeah, that's.
I don't blame them either. I'm kind of happy they did. I can continue on without you now.
No, I'll keep going.
Oh, okay. There's
Yeah,
a
I'm
zombie
just gonna-
singing fucking Disney
I'm not
songs.
dead. I'm just gonna nurse this wound.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's be totally honest about a zombie singing Disney songs. I would not be surprised if when someone died, they just AI their voice into movies, into future Disney movies.
They already did.
Yeah, but like they're gonna go hard. They're gonna be like, you know what? How far can we take this?
Well, it's gonna
We're
be
gonna
a
have
whole
Michael,
thing.
nah, not Michael Jackson, but we're gonna have someone in a Disney movie who's been
Yeah.
dead for years.
I mean, like with Darth Vader and Mufasa, like
No,
once James Earl
I'm
Jones.
yeah, but he signed off on it. I'm talking about like they're gonna have like and Roy Orbison as so and so, and you're just gonna have an AI'd Roy Orbison voice singing for some character.
Oh, you're talking like a new thing.
Yeah,
From
I'm
a
talking
dead
about
person.
I'm talking about totally evil shit. James Earl Jones signed off on it. Like I don't give a fuck. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
I'm talking about they're gonna do some totally evil shit.
Yeah, I mean they are our corporate overlords. You know,
All
mean,
praise the corporate overlords.
name one property that's worth a shit that isn't owned by Disney.
The Matrix,
Matrix, but
Looney
you know,
Tunes.
They tried again. Looney Tunes, but like Looney Tunes they're kind of
The
out
Minions,
of the Minions, yeah. But
Shrek.
like, that's true. Shrek has
SpongeBob?
Shrek owns my heart, as we know.
Yeah.
I mean, but none of that is like that ain't shit compared to Star Wars, Marvel.
Yeah, but that's different when you just buy that shit.
Right. But I mean, at some point they're gonna at some point it's all gonna be one company.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna buy us one day.
Yep. Well,
Are we gonna talk about Toy Story 2?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. So I'm not. It's kind of. What did you think about this movie?
I had a good time.
I had a great time. You know what? I'm gonna say.
See, the way you worded it first made it sound like you didn't.
Yeah, I was trying to be a little.
Okay, I
Hard
had a
to
really good
read.
time with this.
Yeah, and you know what? I always thought it went like 3, 1, 2, 4, in my opinion. But like then I remembered, like as I was watching this, I was like, This is really good. I don't really remember. Like I like the twist at the end. I did not see coming at
You know what it
all.
is? This movie is very good. It's much better than I remembered it. It was just like it's so unnecessary.
I mean, yeah, I guess because like yeah, it kind of ends with like setting the status quo back.
But it's not just that. It's the first movie is a story all about a kid with their toys. The third movie is all about when you're getting older and you're not playing with these toys anymore. And, you know, okay, maybe you have to part with some things you love. The
Yeah.
fourth movie is about absolutely nothing. And I think this is that movie's same problem where this movie's very funny and is a really good time, but there's no connecting tissue where you're connecting to it as a person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I will say this is the first movie we've watched for this podcast that I teared up at. And it was the when Jessie is has her montage. I was like, am I gonna fucking cry?
I was
And
making some bad jokes during that point. I was definitely not crying.
oh no. Well, I mean, I didn't full blown cry, but I got teary eyed. I was like, holy shit, this movie's doing something. And I think that it's like that's the first instance of Pixar doing that Pixar shit where they like get you with the eyeballs and the music, and you're just like, oh Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know, since we're talking about it, I'll say it. You know what my note here about the song about that little montage is?
What?
The song here is literally just singing what's happening in the montage.
Well, that's very Randy Newman.
But like it wasn't even him singing it. Like I know he wrote the music,
Yeah.
but like it was just like, and we're on a swing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we
And she's
swang a bunch.
yeah.
I said swang.
And she's getting older and she's leaving me behind.
Yeah,
I'm
I
under
was
the
like-
bed. I'm gathering dust. It's like, okay, all right, Randy.
I was like, okay, we get it. But like I was
Yeah.
just I don't know, I think that is the part of the reason that took me out of the sadness of it is the fact that it was just literally her just singing what's happening in the montage. I was like, all right, that's a weird choice.
I think that kind of songwriting works in certain instances where you're just like on the nose with it. And it worked for me in this instance. And also I read about when they first showed it to Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, and they both wept. And they were like, you got to put that in. Because they were like questioning, like, is this too much for kids? Because this is a full, like, 3-minute sad ass motherfucking
And then she
montage.
walked down the stairs and she put me on the counter. And she had a cup of coffee. I was like, all right, let's move along, guys.
Yeah. But I don't know. It worked for me. Worked. I was like, holy shit. Someone save her. Woody, you can't abandon her. And I think that worked really well with Woody's conflict. Because he was like, at first, he's like, no, fuck this. I'm going back to my family.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know you guys. And then she's like, even when he says he's leaving, she says to the prospector, she's like, I can't go back in storage.
Yeah.
I can't. And it was like, yeah, that would be traumatizing. You're just in a box for your whole life.
Just pop out when no one's there, though.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing with these sentient toys. It's like, I have a lot of questions in our segment, our patented segment.
Yeah, I had a lot of questions too, but I was like, let me cut it down to 4.
I've got 1,000.
Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. But
yeah, I'll cut it down.
we should probably start at the very beginning of the film now that we're 45 minutes in.
You're right.
But I did like the opening where it's the video game opening. I don't think we got a video game really in the first one.
No, and you know what? This is an excellent opener for like any movie. This is exactly what you want. It's like visually pleasing. It's moving at a clip. It's getting you ready for the movie. It's very good.
And it draws you in because then when Zurg kills Buzz Lightyear, you literally are sitting there going, "What?"
Yeah,
And then it cuts out immediately.
yeah,
And it's
And,
great that it's Rex playing the game.
yeah, with this little Rex arm.
Yeah.
And My first note is that is a Super Nintendo controller, and there is no way that the Super Nintendo has the graphical capabilities that are on display.
Oh, absolutely
So,
not.
so what the fuck, Pixar?
Okay, chill.
I'll chill when I'm dead.
All right, this movie sucks.
Nah, this movie's great.
So we're in the real world now, and Woody's looking for his hat before Andy goes to sleepaway camp. I do like before Woody leaves, Bo goes to kiss him, and when he goes, "What about Buzz?" She goes, "Let him look." Jesus,
Yeah,
fucking Christ!
She's kind of like a Jezebel, a harlot,
Well,
a loose woman.
they're they're like getting at it when Andy's like off doing whatever, and you just know now Buzz is in the corner beating it.
Look, it seems like they're sharing Bo, and she's all about it. They're all about it. They're like,
I don't think they're
like
sharing
everyone's in
her.
on it.
I don't think she's sharing it. I think it's more of like a voyeuristic thing
Okay.
where it's like they all kind of watch Bo and Woody go at it.
That's why the fourth one comes out of left field with Bo. And like the fourth one, it's not a bad movie. But it's just like, well, what is this? Why, like, I understand that Pixar likes to use like children's movies that are really for everyone, but they talk about like real deep shit. And the fourth one is clearly about like depression and all that. But like Bo is a character you've already established is almost nothing.
Yeah.
And in the fourth one, she's like, I'm a strong, independent woman. I was like, okay, that's great. I'm glad you found that in yourself. But like judging from you in the first and second one, you're just a vessel for Woody's cock.
Just a ceramic vessel.
Yeah. It's just it's poor. And you know what? I think I read John Lasseter's wife was like, "Hey, you need like a better female character in this movie," and that's why Jesse's in there. And Jesse's great, but like I can see why his wife would be like, "Hey, what's going on with all the females in your movie?" Because Bo is just a crazy for cock, and that is it. That's her whole character.
Yeah. I mean, they're toys.
They're more than just toys, Robbie.
No, they're toys. I checked. They're still just toys.
Did you not watch the movie, Robbie?
No, I watched. At the end of the day, they're still toys.
Okay.
Like, I'm still flabbergasted at the end of the first one when they also came to life. Sid didn't just light them up.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
like how? What would you do?
Okay.
He was vastly outnumbered. They were coming for him. I would have ran.
Okay. I'm near a grill. There's definitely lighter fluid. I have access to dynamite and matches. No, I'm dumping all that lighter fluid on them, and I'm throwing one match, and they're all gone. They're all gone.
I don't know, because I would think in my mind, I'd be like, "Oh, I cracked. I just went insane."
But you wouldn't know you're going insane. Like, your first thought is not, I'm going insane. It would definitely be, these are coming to life.
Yeah.
Because it takes a certain level of level-headedness to be like, oh, I'm going insane. No. You would just legit think those toys are coming to life, even if you were going insane.
Maybe. I guess that it's kind of like a. I mean, I did touch on that in my Toy Story song, where it's pretty much about Sid after the fact, like, and he's just like trying to tell people, "Hey, this happened to me. I swear." And
Yeah,
everybody's like, "What?"
There's countless ways to break toys.
Name one.
All right, smashed against concrete.
Oh, he's got one. Name another.
Light it on fire.
Oh, he's got two. This guy's good. I bet you couldn't name one more, Robbie.
Burn down the factory before it's even made.
That's proactive.
Yeah. Proactivia.
Nice.
That didn't work.
So I have here in my notes Wheezy F baby, but the F stands for phenomenal.
Nice.
which is a Lil Wayne line.
I was sitting here with Wheezy, just doing Lil Wayne shit the whole time. Also,
Yeah.
that's all I was doing. Yo, I lost my voice. Yo, that's all I was doing.
Well, I mean, it's I think it's insane how versatile Lil Wayne is because he doesn't sound like Lil Wayne at all while voice acting Wheezy.
Well, that's because
Bobby, don't do this.
Okay.
Don't
you know what?
do this.
You know what?
The dream sequence, Woody's dream sequence. So
I don't want to play with
first
you
off,
anymore.
yeah, and then he drops him and he falls through the ace of spades, which the ace of spades is commonly known as a symbol of death. You know?
Fucking sick. You sound just like him.
Nobody knows what that guy's saying.
That's fair. I know at one point he does say ace of spades.
Yeah. When you get there, you're like, because the whole time you're like, blah, 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 the ace of spades. You're like, yeah, okay, there it is. There it is. I love this song. So, yeah, that dream sequence is phenomenal. Also, apparently toys sleep and dream.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do they eat?
No, I don't think they eat. Do they shit?
Do they shit? If they don't eat, why would they shit?
That's a good point. They definitely don't shit. They don't bleed. They definitely don't bleed.
No. It's just like there's a lot of questions, but you know,
because like Woody, we see Woody's arm. That's a big thing in the movie. Woody's arm rips, and it's just fluff.
And you know what? I think that acts as a great catalyst for Woody's confusion later in the movie. Is like because he gets ripped, and then he gets put on a shelf, and Andy leaves him behind, going to cowboy camp. So that right there is like, holy shit! Am I done? Am I done? Like, is Andy done with me?
Is Andy going to come back with another cowboy?
Maybe. Maybe not. But
this is anyway, Woodrow the cowboy.
Oh shit. I wrote a really stupid joke. We'll get to it. You keep going. You keep going.
All right, so the mom takes Wheezy and she's going to throw him in the yard sale or whatever they're having. And Woody calls Buster the dog, who he's been teaching tricks to or whatever. And the dog overacts a little bit as they make their way into the box with Wheezy. I do like at one point they're riding and Rex goes, "It's not a suicide, it's a rescue."
Yeah. Rex is such a great character.
He's so good.
Yeah. Then Wayne Knight, Newman.
Yeah.
Dennis Nedry shows up and he's like, "Yo, that's a priceless Woody. How much you want for it? I'll give you 50 cents.
Would you say he gets a Woody for Woody?
Oh, shit. No, I wouldn't. Not a pervert, Robbie. Yeah, I would. But he's like, "Hey, I'll give you like 50 cents for this." And she's like, "How did this even get out here? This is my son's like favorite toy. I'm gonna take this back." And he's like, "I'll give you $5." And she's like, "No, this is a family toy," she says. And he steals them.
Yeah.
Like
after all, he offers her $50.
Yes, he does. But this is her son's favorite toy.
I think I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 parents sell that toy for $50.
For sure. For sure. Because you'd just be like, just replace that. Something else. Get you another Buzz or something.
Yeah.
But like he steals him like a bad guy. And Buzz is like to infinity and beyond, runs after it, but he falls off the car. So Woody's lost. And then Buzz and the boys, they set out on a mission to go find him. And they find him by watching the Al's Toy Shop commercials. I thought that was very cool.
Yes, and that's when I realized that now that I'm in my 30s, most of my friends look like Al from Al's Toy Barn.
Yeah.
Like with the toys and everything. That's just most of my friends now.
Yeah, I
like that Al acts like a chicken even when he's not in front of the camera.
Yeah, like he's dressed up as the chicken
He's like, I'll be
at
right,
home.
buck back, or the fuck he says.
Yeah. But like he's at home and he's in the chicken suit. Like, why wouldn't you drive to work and change?
Well, then he
there?
drives across the street to work.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta drive all the way to work, and he goes across the street. You fucking lazy piece of shit.
Like recklessly across traffic too.
Yeah.
He just goes.
Again, Wayne Knight killing it. Always
Yeah,
great.
absolutely great. And then I like that where Woody's first watching Woody's roundup after he meets Jesse, the prospector, and Bullseye, and Woody is clearly having an orgasm watching that show.
Yeah. Well, that's like the whole thing is he didn't know he was like an absolute legend.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh shit, I'm important. Like I'm not just important to Andy, I'm important to everyone.
Which is weird because his whole life was Andy before this.
Yeah, and then it's like he gets a taste of like what it would be like to not be held down by one little boy. What a strange sentence. But here's my really shitty joke. It's crazy that horse killed Elektra.
Oh, because
his name's Bullseye.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's really bad. I'm so sorry.
I like when they reveal to Woody the show got canceled. They blame astronauts.
Yeah.
Damn astronauts are ruining everything.
Like fucking Sputnik. But you know what? That's kind of
damn astronauts
similar.
Run Hollywood.
It's kind of similar to the first Toy Story.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
the point.
Yeah, it's like Buzz came in. He's the new space guy, and and Woody's like, and that's what it was like in the 50s. Because like in the 50s, it was all westerns all the time, even into the 60s a little bit.
We will put a man on the moon by the end of the decade.
Yeah. Do you think they faked the moon landing?
Let's not get into this right now.
I don't.
Let's not get into.
Full disclaimer: I do not think they faked the moon landing.
Full disclaimer: let's not get into this right now.
Shit. All right. So Bo Peep.
I'll say this. I think they absolutely landed on the moon,
but not in 1968.
I'm turning French because of what you just said. All I'm saying is I believe they definitely landed on the moon.
But not in 1968. There are a lot of videos of Buzz Aldrin being like, shit didn't happen. I was like, Buzz. What? Can you elaborate? What? But okay, Bo Peep throwing around kisses like it's nothing.
Oh yeah.
He's like, when you see Woody, tell him I said, and she smooches him, and he's like, I think that would probably be better coming from you.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna mention you did that.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna kiss Woody. Like,
yeah.
It's not happening.
Well, you just know Tim Allen's like, I ain't kissing no man. And I ain't playing a character who's kissing no man.
This is a miracle.
They're like Tim. They're just toys. They're just toys. Yeah, male sex toys. Okay. Okay, Tim.
I saw something where he was like, atheists will say they don't believe in God. Well, there's got to be a God for you to not believe in. Have you ever listened to yourself?
No.
Have you ever thought before you spoke? What? So it's crazy that horse killed Elektra. I'm doubling down.
Nice. I'm glad you said it twice.
Yes.
You know what I'll do? I'll put in big laughter after that second time.
Oh, thank you so much, Robbie. That would mean the world to me. So Jesse's trauma, as I mentioned before, Jesse's trauma, very real. She's like, I cannot go back into storage. Like this. Oh, shit. Robbie just got attacked. A cougar flew out of the side of the room.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
It's coming back.
Robbie, play dead.
That's bears. All right, this is the cougar. That's bears.
What a well-versed cougar.
Welcome to Andy and the Cougar.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know what
the
happened.
cougar-
My mic.
Robbie got away safe.
Yeah,
Cougar's gone.
I fought off the cougar.
I've never seen anything like it. It was incredible.
Yeah, she just came running up. She's like, "I'm 48 and want to fuck," and I was like, "Get away from me!"
You would think the mic would have picked that up, Robbie.
You would have thought. You would have thought. She spoke in ASL.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she knew we were recording a podcast and was trying to be respectful, so she spoke in sign language, and that's where the confusion came. Because I looked at her and said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but also because you turned her down, you are ableist.
Oh, she's not deaf or
And
anything.
Can't. Oh, well, never mind.
I just said she was only speaking in ASL because or American Sign. Yeah, American Sign. That's what ASL stands for.
Yes, correct.
I was like, wait a second. I've said it so much, it's lost all meaning. She was just trying to be polite. She was like, oh, look at this nice boy doing a podcast. I'm going to eat his dick.
She's gonna eat it.
But she has a fucking cougar.
I'm so confused.
It's like a half woman, half mountain lion.
That's somebody's kink. That's somebody's kink.
Yeah, you're talking to that somebody.
Ooh, Robbie.
Okay.
All right, so Buzz and the gang are responsible for multiple deaths in that 33 car pileup.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are so many cars.
Fucking like what's his name? Potato Head. His shoes get stuck and he goes back for them. So many
when he
people
has
are
spare
dead.
shoes.
Yeah, so many people are dead. Incredible. Also, I forgot to mention Estelle
Getty
as Mrs. Potato Head. Phenomenal casting. Great stuff.
I actually had no idea that was Estelle Getty.
I don't know if that's actually her last name. It's George's mom from Seinfeld. She's like, I'd pack your extra shoes. It's fucking great.
I know the line. That just doesn't clarify who plays. Now I gotta Google it. Now I gotta look it up.
She recently passed.
Okay. Did she definitely do the voice of Mrs. Potato Head? Because I'm looking it up too.
Mrs. Big Daddy Head.
This is riveting stuff, I'm sure. Estelle Harris.
There it is.
Estelle Getty was from the Golden Girls.
Oh no, it's not her. Who's she playing on the Golden Girls?
I think the one who's really old, but is actually like the youngest one in real life.
Oh, okay.
I never really watched the Golden Girls.
It's very good.
I believe it. The parts I've seen were very funny.
Yeah. So Buzz is kind
Buzz
of
and the Boys.
Buzz and the Boys, kind of a murderer.
Kind of?
Yeah, I mean they didn't straight up shoot someone.
I understand that, but when you accidentally cause the deaths of like 18 people, yeah, that's murder.
What is that, secondhand murder?
Murder too.
Yep.
Murder in the second degree. It's like, it's cold murder.
Nice.
So it's called murdered in cold blood. Like, I don't think so.
Big Al, right? He notices Woody's arm is ripped, so he gets the toy doctor guy to come in and fix him.
A creepy old man.
Up. Yeah, who's from that chess short that Pixar did, where the guy's playing chess with himself.
Oh, yeah.
It's that guy.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah. And he paints over the Andy on Woody's boot, which is, of course, symbolic of Woody's decision to go to Japan with his new family.
I still have your name written on the bottom of my shoes.
Well,
because your name's Andy.
Yeah. No, while I appreciate that, I do think it is strange.
I also carved them into the bottom of my feet.
Oh, boy. I'm both very upset and disturbed, but also like it moved a little bit.
That's the point.
That was the point. The point was a very specific feelings in me. That was the
Yes,
point.
yeah, that was the whole purpose of that.
Good. Good.
At
Mission
one po-
accomplished.
when Bullseye's licking Al's hand, that dude has a wet dream, right?
Probably. Also, here's another question.
We're just rapid firing them real quick.
Yeah. Why is the toy horse licking Cheeto dust if toys don't eat?
There's no logic in this fucking world.
There is no fucking logic, is there?
Ah!
We're upset, but we also still really enjoyed this.
Yeah, this
movie.
was a really good movie.
Yeah. So,
you know what's funny? My note about the deaths is literally just they caused several deaths.
yeah.
So yeah, we're on the same page about that.
Yeah. When Buzz and the boys go to Al's toy barn,
Yeah.
it is like that whole scene is gold, absolute gold. Every joke hits.
Oh yeah.
And it's again moving at a clip. It's so good. Like tour guide Barbie, all that stuff. It's very good. We get that Jurassic Park parody.
Yes.
Rex loses the book. That like the video game guide. You remember fucking video game guides?
Yes, I do.
Holy shit.
The world was a different place.
It was totally different. And cheat code books.
Yep.
Yeah, I always used
I
to
remember
go,
having to look up all the
Scholastic.
cheat codes and then writing them down on a piece of paper.
Yep.
And then running into the other room.
It was at every Scholastic book fair in like elementary school. I'd get the cheat code book. And I owned like 4 games. So it was like, I hope they have NFL Blitz 2000.
NFL Blitz 2000.
That game holds up. Play it.
Oh, it's so good.
You can
so
find
good.
it. Play that shit. But yeah, all the jokes hit. Rex loses the book and he cries, "My source of power." Fucking gold. Fucking gold.
Well, when Buzz Lightyear comes across all the Buzz Lightyear toys, that has to be an existential crisis.
Yes, yes. I like how he sees the utility belt. He's like the old Buzz is like, I need that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta have that.
Now, I will say this. I also once saw a stripper whose name was Slotted Pig.
Very good. I also have that note of
Rob's going to make an inappropriate joke here.
The imposter Buzz calling him Slotted Pig made me laugh out loud.
Yes, that was
That
so
is
funny.
very funny. Imposter Buzz is also great. Like at first I was like, again, they're doing the Buzz thing because they did it in the third one as well.
Yeah.
When they reset him, like the factory reset, but this time he was in Spanish, and it worked then too. Like I like that, but I was like, again, but I loved it. It was the best part. It was hilarious.
It was funny, but yeah, it definitely feels like, all right, this worked really well, so we just need to get back to that.
Yeah, but
Let's get them back to what worked.
Seeing Buzz react to that was also great.
Yes. That's
He
what
was
made
like-
that work so well.
Yeah, he was like, I can't believe I was like this. Like, like he has like shame.
Well,
That's great.
because then when they're like, how do we know who's the real Buzz? And he just opens the other one's helmet.
Yeah, yeah, and he's like,
I love that. I love that they like, we're not going to waste time. There's not going to be tension here. And just click.
no. And everybody just looks at him as he gasps for air. They're like, "Oh, hey, Buzz."
Yeah, that was really good. I loved that part.
Yeah, it's good stuff. This movie's great. I have a note. All great stuff. So what a useful.
You
note.
nailed it.
Yeah. Also, when Emperor Zurg comes back, or not comes back, but like comes to life.
Yeah, he pops
and
out
he's
of his
like, I'm
box.
gonna kill. Yeah, and then he's like, I'm your father, and then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna play catch with my dad. And they're like, everything's okay. It's great. It's great stuff. Fax machine. That's it. That's my note.
Nice.
Remember fax machines?
I do. I've used fax machines pretty
Jesus.
recently, within the last few years, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll be honest, when he was fighting Zurg, I did not care. I was like, it was funny. He was like, I'm going to have a catch with my dad. But I felt like they're like, all right, we need to fill in a few extra minutes. So let's just have Buzz fight Zurg.
I thought it was it's a callback to the beginning, and then
Yeah.
like, and he does the exact same thing, like he jumps over him.
I just didn't
And then
care.
I was in. I was like,
That's
you
fair.
know what? I want to see this new Buzz's journey. Like, and I knew like it was gonna get wrapped up in a minute because he's not a real character in this. He's just like
Yeah.
comic relief, and it paid off with the "That's my dad. We're playing catch." Like it paid off. It was great.
Well, I did like how real Buzz was totally nonplussed by Zurg. He was like, I don't have
he was
time
like,
for this.
I'm here for a reason, and you are not the reason.
Yeah, it's like, I just don't want to be bothered with this. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Woody was at this point excited to go to Japan, which is cool.
Yeah, I like
Let's
how
fucking go.
Woody is so like he's so adamant about not staying, and then when he finally comes around to the idea after watching all of it, and then they're saying like, "Oh, people are gonna like you'll be remembered forever, like, and everybody will love you." He's like, "Oh shit, that sounds pretty cool." But like the whole time, what's in the back of his head, which he just straight up tells Buzz when
Yeah.
Buzz is like, "We have to go." He's like, "Yeah, but like, what if Andy's just gonna forget me? He's gonna outgrow me, and then what? I'll just be collecting dust." And Buzz is like, "Yeah, no shit, but like, don't you want to be there for while he grows up?" And that's when Woody's like, "Oh shit, I do.
Which is
Yeah,
really
I do."
interesting when you contrast that to Jesse's story, because Jesse got that.
Yeah, but it's like that kind of like it's better to have loved and
Right.
lost, and like she also craves that, and she
I
knows it's gonna happen again.
I understand that. But like Jesse spent years under that girl's bed.
Yeah.
Years. Like she saw some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, some yeah.
What do you mean by that?
That's she's getting fucked on the bed.
Nice, nice. I just wanted
Yeah.
you to say it.
Thanks. Thanks for making me say it, man. But that was what got me in the montage is she's under the bed gathering dust, and then she finally gets picked up, and she's like, "Oh my god,
And she
this
was
is it."
used as a sex toy.
No, Robbie,
And immediately,
no.
is it Amelia or Emily, the girl's name?
I don't remember.
And
Emily,
immediately, no, okay, I'll stop. Go ahead.
but like,
What made you cry?
it wasn't that, but like she's next to her in the car again, and she like looks up, she's like, "Oh my god, it's happening again." And then boom, she's in a fucking box getting donated, and she's like, "Wow, I waited all this time and I got fucked, I got dumped." And it's like, wow, that is sad. I am sad. Also, this song is sad. I'm sad.
It was like that ASPCA commercial ever, like In the Arms of Angels, but instead just singing about a girl on a swing.
Yeah, and it got me. It got
And
me. I
she
was like,
left me under the bed. And then she got railed on the bed. And she cried, no, not that hole. Okay.
oh boy. They're like Randy. Jesus Christ.
You wanted it to be you want it to be realistic though.
It's rated G, Randy, you fucking old perv. Well, I got good Lord, Jesse's montage is sad AF, as the kids say. And the song is beautiful and depressing. And it acts as foreshadowing of what's to come for Woody and friends in the sequel, in the third one. Like that is what happens to them.
Yeah, like they get left under a bed.
Yeah.
You know what's weird about these movies I'm noticing?
Yes.
I don't remember anything that happens in them after I watch them.
I remember everything about Toy Story 1 and 3 because I watched those a lot. But this one, I like glanced over this one. I remember watching it as a kid. I was like, I'm having a good time. But like it didn't hit me like it hit me this time, like with the emotional stuff, and just like at the end of this movie, I was like, I feel good. Like this was a feel good movie. I knew that I would.
Nice.
Know? But like it's a feel good movie. Like at the end of this, was like, wow, gee willikers, I'm I got a bounce in my step. You know, it's just just like a feel good movie.
Well, eventually we get the prospector revealing he's a bad guy. We haven't talked about the prospector at all being played by the
No.
great Kelsey Grammer.
Yes, it's very good. And I like how in the show that they like the show within the movie, Woody's roundup or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's like, well, gee, golly gosh. And
Yeah.
then it's just like the toy himself is a very well spoken Kelsey
It's just
Grammer.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah. It's great.
He's yelling at one point, and that's literally all I hear is Sideshow Bob going, but
Yeah.
I saved the children.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm hearing.
Well, we also did not touch on the whole thing when Woody was trying to escape while Big Al was sleeping. Somebody turned on the TV that woke up Big Al. And the remote was at Jesse's feet. So Woody was like, nice job, Jesse, trying to sabotage me. And she was like, what are you saying?
Also,
what are you fucking saying?
Hey, Jesse. You don't notice that?
Yeah, Jesse's got a C, right? They could see.
Yeah, like Jesse,
Yeah.
you know what just happened there.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Jesse knew that prospector did that, but she was on his side.
Right. That makes sense. But at the end, when he locks them out, like he locks the vent and he's out of his box, and they're like, oh, you got out of your box. He's like, you're darn tootin'. And like he locks him out and he's like, guys, we're going to Japan. Because I've been in this box my whole fucking life.
He gets out of the box. Goes, you're damn right, Niles.
Yeah. But that twist I did not see coming.
Really?
Yeah. Did not see it coming.
That dude had evil written all over him.
I didn't see it coming until he turned. I was like, oh, shit.
That's wacky.
That's the bad guy. Because I was also thinking, I was like, what happened to this prospector guy? He's not in the third one. And then, oh, he's the bad guy. Oh.
I don't know. I remembered him being the bad guy.
I did not remember that.
I knew he was definitely the bad guy.
I enjoyed it. I liked that twist. I liked how he wasn't like, I don't know, he wasn't like forceful about it. He was just like, he just locked the vent and he was like, now we're going to Japan.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like,
Well, Kelsey Grammer was the perfect like voice actor for this.
Yeah.
To play that like very cool and calm villain.
Yeah.
When the little girl picks him up at like the airport or whatever, I was dying at a big ugly man doll.
Yeah.
That shit had me dying. Because imagine she just picked him up. The thought in his head is like, bitch just called me a big ugly man.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
I also like how even the bad guys in all these movies, like, none of them break the rule of like people can't see us move. The only people who've broken that rule are Woody and all of Sid's toys.
Yeah. And it was only in total distress.
Yeah. So like I wonder, it's a very confusing world when you really think about it. But like, man, do they write good shit, you know, with these characters. Like they're timeless classics. Buzz, okay, so they go to the airport because they're on their way to Japan. But Buzz and friends are like, nah, you're going back to Andy because Andy loves you and you love Andy. And, Woody even convinces Jesse and the gang, that gang. He's like, yo, why don't you just come with me?
Buzz and the boys, Jesse and the Jezebels.
Nice. And that's when the prospector locks him out, right? So prospector's not okay with going back to Andy's. So he tries to stop them. Big Al takes them to the airport to sell them for $1 trillion.
Oh yeah, he's like, they'll just turn on you anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing. He's not entirely wrong. But they even say, like, what's better? Like, you're going to sit behind glass and people just gawk at you and that's the life? And Woody's like, I don't know. I'm pretty conflicted, to be honest, my guy.
I'm going to be honest. That's a great question. And if you're looking at the prospector here, he's a great villain because if your whole thing is wanting to be played with, which is what these toys want to be, is played with.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, their whole thing is going to be gawked at.
Yeah.
But the prospector has never been played with. He's never had that opportunity.
Right.
He's always just been mint condition in the box.
So you know what? His fate at the end, going with that girl. If we looked at him now, he'd probably be like, you know what? This is actually great.
The prospector. Where are they now?
Nice. You're right. That because he's never experienced that, so it makes sense that his motivation would be like, nah, let's stick with plan A. You know, let's go to Japan. Let's get gawked.
Get that gawk.
When they go in the suitcase baggage thing,
mm-hmm.
like all the conveyor belts.
Yeah.
And there's a moment where Buzz and Slinky are running after the green suitcase, which has Woody in it,
mm-hmm.
I think. And Slinky gets caught on another suitcase. And he's like, oh no, my butt's pulling me.
My back end's going to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's what it says, which is great. Great stuff.
I have that written down. I wrote that verbatim. My back end's going to Baton Rouge. I fucking lost it at that.
Incredible stuff. Buzz goes, Slinky, and does nothing to save him, and just continues with the mission. And then Slinky's just okay. They do not touch on it at all. I think somebody just came up with that joke, which is gold.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got to put that in.
But no one's going to question it. It's a fucking children's
resolve
movie.
It off screen. Yeah.
Children's movie about toys.
He did not give a shit. He went, Slinky! And then he was like, who cares?
I do like before that when they introduce the aliens. I think that's before that. But they don't overdo the aliens in this.
No, but they're great.
We've talked about how in the Minions movies, when they overdid the Minions in the second movie and stuff, but in this, they knew people wanted the aliens, but they're like, no, you'll get the aliens.
Yeah.
You'll get a small bit of alien.
Yes. And that bit, the whole thing like, oh, you saved us. We are eternally grateful. And they just keep saying it. And he's like, all right. Fuck. All right.
And at the end, you just know someone was feeling something hearing them call Mr. Potato Head daddy.
You know it.
Oh, boy.
It was me.
Oh, no.
But I like how, which is very well done, is every time they say it, Mr. Potato Head doesn't say something. He just gives them a look. And it's a very subtle look. It's like, all right. But then finally he's like, could you leave me alone? It's great. It's very good. It's very good comedy, and it's very good. Also,
it's also fucking Don Rickles, so
it's Don Rickles. He's killing it. But they made this movie in fucking 9 months.
I know.
That's insane.
They had to rush this movie out because they totally rewrote it.
Yeah, and it looks great. It looks like they made it like 3 years ago.
Well, this is incredible. Before they cracked down on them like crunching animators.
Oh yeah. These people
fucking
working
cubes.
Fucking 36-hour days.
Yeah. These people didn't see their family for 9 months.
No. Well, the whole thing was Disney was going to make a direct-to-video sequel. That was just going to be a cartoon.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do to classics. They shit on them. And John Lasseter was like, that's my baby. You ain't touching my baby. So he was like, we're doing the sequel.
John, I haven't seen you drool this month since we had a new batch of interns.
Got him. So yeah, they made this masterpiece in 9 months. So like, this is a good movie regardless of that crunch. But the fact that they made this movie in 9 months makes it all the better. It's incredible what they did in that time.
Oh yeah.
That is insatiable. Am I using that correctly?
Works for me.
The answer was no, Rob.
That wasn't a question. You're the teacher. I'm the former teacher.
Second grade.
I taught middle school English.
So everybody's good. They go back to Andy. Andy's like, "Oh shit, I got 2 new toys. Cool." He doesn't.
Weird that they're out of the box.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, thanks, Mom." And Mom doesn't fucking say anything.
Nothing.
She's like, I guess there was more toys, whatever. But Jessie said, I forget what she says to Buzz, but Buzz's wings pop up.
Buzz gets a boner.
Got a fucking boner, bro. That's suggestive.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Buzz hitting on Jesse, I was under the impression throughout the entire first hour and 20 minutes of the movie that Jesse was like 13 years old.
Um,
I
well,
thought she was
she was
a
made in the 50s, right?
yes, I understand that, but like they're made as a toy. Like if you make a
Right.
toy that
They don't age.
no.
Right?
So I was always under the impression that Jessie was in like middle school, maybe high school, because she was like a very energetic. Hi, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like then I'm watching Buzz hit on her and getting boners. I'm like,
But then again, like, how old is Buzz? You know,
I mean, he's at
that's the
least
whole
in the
thing.
military.
That's true. That's the whole thing. It's very confusing. The world is confusing in that
And
way.
you know
Like,
those
why?
military men, they wife up the first woman they talk to.
But
So
I
Buzz
was also.
probably doesn't care if he's talking to a 13-year-old.
Oh boy. Oh Jeebus.
He
I
goes,
was under the
"You'll
impression-
have a friend in you." What?
Oh boy. I was under the impression that Jesse was into Woody because they had like that tickle thing. But then it's like, I don't think I'm supposed to be looking at that in that way.
That's one of my questions. I'm just going to ask it. Like, what is the relationship between Woody and Jesse? I don't think they ever make that very
I think
clear.
they're family.
I think they're
in a
cousins,
way.
right? That's what I assume they're just like
I
cousins or
guess.
some shit.
I mean, they're from the same toy line, right? So I guess they're relatives.
Yeah.
Who knows how that shit works? Anyway, this movie is very good.
Yeah. And then at the end, Wheezy sings, "You got a friend in me." He's like, "Yo, you've got a friend in me. I
Young
got a
money,
friend
baby."
in Chi." That's a much better.
Got a friend in Chi.
Yeah. Couldn't think of a rhyme there. Again, I got to write these out before I do them. Or else then I have to do off the cuff Lil Wayne impersonations.
Nice. There's the crooner version of
Yeah.
"You Got a Friend in Me." Big
Which
band.
was that just
shit,
Richard
you know?
Cheese singing it? I thought it was Richard Cheese. I was like, what the fuck
Was
is
it?
this?
Yeah,
I
I
had
don't
no
know.
idea.
I liked it though. I like that's a good song, you know. So
Oh, yeah,
in
it's a good
any
song.
version, you're just gonna like it. But yeah, great movie. Again, I think it's the beginning of Pixar knowing how to pull on those heartstrings, at least my heartstrings, because like every Pixar movie since then, they get me at least once. Like, I mean, the first two Pixar movies are Toy Story and A Bug's Life, and those are good movies, but like they don't make you cry or anything. You're just
I
like,
love A
wow,
Bug's
that's a
Life.
good movie. Bug's
Yeah.
Life is a great movie. Yeah. And also Flick and Heimlich are in this movie.
Yeah, at the very end. Or in the
They're in
post-credits.
that scene too. The scene when Buzz is karate chopping leaves. They're very small, but they're on the leaves.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Very
yeah,
cool.
well then of course we have the during the credits we have those bloopers, quote unquote, the bloopers.
Yes.
And of course they had to cut out the one with the casting couch
Yes, they did.
because they're like, "Hey, John Lasseter, this is a
Yeah.
little too similar to the shit you do. That's why I
Yeah.
put it in there."
He's like, "That's me, guys. You get it?" Yeah, John, you fucking dirty old man. Yeah, great movie. Very funny, very well written. Great movie.
Oh yeah, I'm convinced they just let Don Rickles and John Ratzenberger just riff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were just
And-
like Don and John. Talk about cars for a minute. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll take some of those lines out. All right, now talk about this, and they'll take those lines out.
yeah, it's great stuff. Also, Tom Hanks killing it as per usual,
Oh yeah,
and Tim Allen
I mean they're both great. They played
They're
their
both
they
great.
they played their roles.
very well. Also, Joan Cusack killing it. Everybody in this movie was doing very well. We already talked about Kelsey Grammer. They were all very good at what they were doing. Great movie. Again, 9 months. Incredible.
Like a baby.
Yep. So, do you have anything else to say about Toy Story Ducks?
I do have one thing to say.
Let me hear it.
The whole idea that Woody is a family toy is weird because Toy Story 3's ending, right? They're just giving away the toys.
Mhm.
But in this, we're basically being told that Woody's been a family heirloom since the 50s.
So that's part of my question. I have
Oh.
several questions.
I have 3 now because I deleted one before.
Robbie, would you like to get into question? That's French for our question segment. Questions. Andy's mom said Woody was an old family toy. Now we know Woody was made in the 50s as part of Woody's Roundup. Does that mean she or Andy's dad played with Woody when they were kids? Because, like, does Woody have any recollection of that? It
That's
just
what I want
seems
to
like,
know.
yeah, it just seems like Woody was born, like, came to sentience with Andy. So,
Would
like,
it be wild if
what's
these
going on with that
toys, like
timeline?
their memories reset with every new owner?
Well, that would defeat the second Jesse's whole thing.
No, I
And
understand that, but
third one.
like, how does like we just talked about though? Like, there's no way Andy was Woody's first owner.
He couldn't have been
No
unless he
way.
was in a box the whole time.
For 50 years?
Right. And then, like, are they, while they're in their box, are they not sentient?
No,
Are
they
you only
obviously are.
sentient once you get open? Because the prospector's never been open. He's sentient.
But no,
But
because
all those Buzz Lightyears
all
were
the
just standing.
no, they are sentient. Because remember the Buzz Lightyears, they say he's in violation of a code, which ties into my trivia, which is one of my trivia questions later. But I can tell you what the code is. He's supposed to be sleeping.
Right.
And
yeah,
so
cryo sleep, right? Cryo
yeah.
sleep. Yeah.
So all of the Buzz Lightyears in the store, they're fully sentient. They're opting to be in their boxes at that time.
Right. I don't know. All these questions just bring more questions and no answers.
It's almost like we're deciphering a movie about living toys. Question.
It is almost like that.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Which do you prefer? The Disney logo with the castle or the Pixar logo with the lamp?
I gotta go Pixar.
I thought someone like you would say that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I like the Disney logo.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, I like how they change it with every movie now.
Do they? I didn't
Yeah.
even notice that.
Yeah. Gotta pay attention. Gotta use your eyes. I had to play that so we don't get with a copyright. That sounded so good.
Yeah. All right. Does Al's Toy Barn have any security cameras at all? Because if so, the fucking jig is up.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
got
think
toys
about
running
that.
around.
I guess not. They must have the worst security system ever.
Yeah. I know it's 1999, but we had security cameras back then. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. I did like how all the toys had to jump up at the same time to trigger the door.
Yes. Great
That
stuff.
was fun.
Yeah.
Questions. Tying into what we said before, how did Woody, after all this time, never find out he was from a TV show?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was really just a callback from before.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that many questions, but
I'll do this one real quick and then I'll hit you with another one. But I kind of already touched on this one. How did Slinky get back? Like my bottom half's going to Bootin' Rouge or whatever he says, and then he's just back. He's like, oh, I'm here, I'm good. Yeah. But what is
Baton
it?
Rouge.
Baton
Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge. That's the Canadian. That's the Canadian version.
It's a Baton Rouge.
We're going to Baton Rouge, eh? Oh yeah, going to Baton Rouge.
How did they know their way back from the airport? I'm okay with them driving that truck because they drove a truck, the Pizza Planet van.
Right, but you want to know how they knew the directions?
Yeah, because they had a whole elaborate thing with the Etchard sketch doing the directions to Big Al's toy shop. How did they get back from the airport?
That's a damn good question.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
This movie must be Swiss cheese because we're poking all these holes.
Yeah.
Questions. Why don't the toys just do to Al what they did to Sid?
That's a good question, but I think it would be different with Al.
The
Al
female
seems
toys are definitely like, I don't want him to know I'm sentient.
Yeah.
He removes
Also-
my clothes as it is. I don't want him to know I can move my arms.
Yeah. They've seen Big Al do a lot of weird shit
Oh, yeah.
for sure. But I think it would be different. First off, would they do it in the toy store or would they do it in his apartment? Because like when they did it to Sid, they were outside. They could just run away. If you're in his apartment, he like, where do you go?
That's a good point.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, I think if they did that, it would be a massive cop out. Like, wow, they just
Oh, no,
did it again.
absolutely.
Yeah. But it is a good question. That is a good question.
Yeah, I was going to say, fuck you. Questions.
Why isn't the toy car that tour guide Barbie is driving sentient?
It's similar to my last Toy Story episode we did when I asked why the 8-ball wasn't sentient.
Yes, it is similar.
It's almost like they're picking and choosing. F's. Questions.
Do you have any more questions, Robbie?
I don't.
Well, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Would you like to do some trivia?
Let's do some trivia. I got 6 trivias.
6 trivias. I've got a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5.
All right, I'll go first. Yeah. Which of these is not a book next to Woody on the shelf? So which of these is not a book next to Woody on the shelf?
Shit, I have a very similar question.
Is
Go
it
on.
Dog Island, Let's Go Bye-Bye, Real Big Trucks, or Reader's Selection of Children's Tales?
Reader's Selection of Children's Tales.
You are correct. The actual
Holy shit.
The actual book on the shelf is called Reader's Collection of Children's Stories.
Holy shit. All right, here's my trivia question. It's very similar. And you already know the answer. What is the title of the book next to Woody when he is placed on the top shelf? Is it Dog Island, Cat Peninsula, Sheep City, or Pig Town?
Dog Island.
Very good.
Lego Island.
You fucking wish, you pervert.
I loved Lego Island.
Lego Island's great, yeah.
On the shelf next to Woody, there are 3 rings on the ring toss. Blue, red, and orange, green, gray, yellow.
What?
On the shelf next to Woody, there are 3 rings on the ring toss. The colors are blue, red, and orange, green, gray, or yellow.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
I noticed.
Yeah. Green.
It is green. Yes, correct.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm engorged.
I don't like it.
How long did Pixar take to make this movie? Weird. That was a dumb question. We already went.
You said it.
Yeah, I said it. What a fucking dumb bitch. I wrote this trivia a while ago.
All right. You want to ask the next one, or you want me to ask the next
I want
one?
you to answer my question, Robbie.
All right, 9 months. It was 9 months.
Wow, what a genius.
That's crazy. How much money about in change is the piggy bank carrying? $6, $7, $8, or $9?
I think it's 6.
It is $6, yeah.
He's like, take it easy. I'm walking around with $6 and change. Yeah. Great stuff. All right. Bullseye was originally going to be a speaking character who was eyed to play their voice. Is it Steve Martin, Martin Short, Billy Crystal, or Robin Williams?
Billy Crystal.
It is Martin Short.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been fun. I like that they kept it non-speaking, though.
Yes. And Martin Short would have stole the show for sure because he's Martin Short. But
yeah, they would have had to rein him in a bunch.
Yeah, there's plenty of characters in this movie.
What code was Buzz Lightyear in violation in? Or what code was Buzz Lightyear in violation of in the Toy Story? Let me try that one more time so I don't fucking. What code was Buzz Lightyear in violation of in the toy store? 6504.5, 6404.5, 4605.5, 5604.5.
Good lord. 460.5.684.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is B, 6404.5.
Oh. I was close.
Very close.
All right. What does Andy call Jessie? Does he call her Jessie? Does he call her Rootin' Tootin' Tasha? Does he call her Bazooka Jane? Or does he call her rocket-propelled grenade launcher Sally?
What was the third one?
Bazooka Jane.
It was Bazooka Jane.
That's the one I think. I didn't mark which one is correct, but I'm pretty sure that's it.
It's most definitely not the other ones.
But Rootin' Tootin' Tasha.
Nah.
Yeah.
Complete the title of this game in the toy store. Blank the clown. Punch, punish, pummel, pulverize.
Shit.
Blank
Pummel.
the clown. It is pummel. Yeah, pummel the clown.
Oh my god.
Also a sex game I like to play.
Oh boy, Robbie. You put a little red nose on your wiener.
Yeah, exactly. I go step on me.
Oh my god, that's not clown related.
I'm being pummeled.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I just figured that was you. It was masturbation. Is what I figured.
No, that's a sin.
You got me there. You have any more questions?
Yeah, I got one more.
Oh, let's hear it.
What airline is Al traveling on? Far away, lands east, far west, or far east?
Far east.
It is far east, yeah.
Holy shit, I'm killing it on this Trivier.
On this what?
Trivier.
Oh, okay. It took me a second.
Yeah,
Because
I try to keep it fresh, Robbie.
I'm a
I try
dumb.
to keep it fresh.
I'm a dumb butt.
Robbie.
I'm a big dumb butt.
Trying to get into these songs.
Oh, let's get into
sent
these
you
thongs.
I sent you a thong.
Yeah, I got it.
Try to get into that.
I can. It fits well.
I see that.
All right, I gotta pick the flip. You ready?
Yep.
You want heads or tails?
Tails.
It's tails. You want to go first or second?
Ooh, I'll go first because my song's a little slow. It's called I Can't Stay. And it is from the perspective of Woodrow. That's Woody. Just wasting time. But yeah, I was also under the weather while I recorded it. And so the voice is a little wobbly, but bear with me. Well, he's bearing with me. So, yeah, it's called I Can't Stay, and I hope you enjoy it. I think I've lost my way. What if I'm outgrown too? I had no idea that I was a legend. How could I know I had a family? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm right? Either way, I can't stay. What if I
You're Andy.
That's me.
So were you singing about you?
No, Robbie. I was thinking about Toy Story 2, Robbie.
Oh, because you kept saying Andy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had like it has kind of an uneasy feel in the chords. Like I'm playing a lot of tritones, which are those the devil's fifth or whatever it's called.
I have no
So,
idea.
like it's like it gives that uneasy feeling. I've had that the whole thing kind of like uh, I've had that laying around for a while. I didn't really know what to do with it. So, and this movie, like with Woody's feelings, like he's kind of uneasy about what he wants. So I figured I'd use it for that. I thought it worked a little bit. So, yeah, that's my song. Nice, 6/8 kind of groove going, like a little lazy. Take a nice a nice stroll while you listen to it.
Okay, I guess. Hey, why is that man waltzing down the street?
Oh, he's listening to the Toy Story 2 song.
He's listening to the Royds Review podcast.
Wow.
No, I like that, and you're absolutely right. It's uneasy. It builds tension.
Thank you.
Anything else to say about it?
What note is that?
I think that was L.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah. No. I think I've said all I would like to say about this movie and my song.
Okay.
Good movie. I enjoyed making the song. I enjoyed watching the movie. I would watch this movie again every day for the rest of my life.
Okay. You heard it here. All right. So my song is the first of its kind that I've done on this podcast. That didn't make any sense. It's the first song I've done on this podcast. It's just me on an acoustic guitar. I thought I had less time than I did, so I recorded this. And then when I had more time, I was like, should I go back and add more stuff? Nah, I like it how it is.
I like a good like vocal and acoustic guitar song.
Well, you haven't heard this yet.
Oh, okay.
So you'll change your opinions. I lived life I never knew. When we're together, then we have value. I am the hero I've always known. Maybe, baby, I've outgrown you. On display, we can be together. Come on, baby. You know toys don't last forever. I am the hero I've always known. It seems that, baby, I've outgrown you. What's a cowboy without his hat? What's a piper without his rat? He's blue. Yeah. I lived a life. I was on TV. Yeah. On the line. They never finished my story. Am I alive or am I dead? Did I make it? Did I lose my head for you? ends.
I like it.
Thanks.
I like. Was that? Let me guess the chord. Was that D minor?
It was D minor.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Look at me.
I am.
Look at me, Robbie.
We're on a video stream together.
Witness me.
Okay.
Bask in my glory.
All right.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
About Woody, basically the same shit you were touching on. Talk about how he was on TV. So I didn't know. I had no idea I was an old TV star over here.
I like how you kind of touched on how he was like, oh, how does it end? And like, oh, it got canceled. And he's like, what? What?
Am I alive?
Yeah, like I like there's something unfinished there that he might want to finish.
Well, he thinks it's real.
Again. Right.
He thinks this is actually what happened.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, what a fucking dumb idiot. But like, again, something that would compel him to go to Japan, like to finish that journey. Yeah, I like that you touched on that.
Thank you. But yeah, I wanted to get back to like, just playing an acoustic guitar. I haven't just, obviously when I was in high school and for a long time, all my demos were just me on an acoustic guitar, and I just wanted to get back to that vibe with it.
Yeah.
I also feel like it kind of works well with my original Toy Story song, which the name has escaped me, but I remember it.
Something about cowboy.
It was still about a cowboy, so they both have the word cowboy in it.
Oh, nice.
Now look at that. It's almost like this movie has a prominent cowboy character.
It's very much like that.
You know what movie doesn't have a prominent cowboy character?
Is it Knives Out?
It's Knives Out. You're absolutely right with Benoit Blanc.
Shit.
You ever see Knives Out?
I have not.
So we're doing it next week.
Yeah, I'm excited to venture. Here's something though. I realized that I skipped a trivia question.
Okay.
Would you like for me to do it and then you like copy paste, or you just want to fucking throw it in here?
I'll just throw it in right here.
Yeah, who fucking
I'll just pop the music back on.
All right. Who performed the song When She Loved Me? Is it Jewel, Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell, or Sarah McLachlan?
So here's the problem. The whole time you were listing the answers, I was sitting there going, what the fuck is When She Loved Me? And then I realized it's the song they sang while the girl's playing with Jesse.
Yeah.
So I need you to list out the answers again. All I caught was Sarah McLachlan.
Okay, Jewel, Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell, or Sarah McLachlan?
Joni Mitchell?
No, it is Sarah McLachlan.
I was going to say that, but it seemed so obvious.
Yeah. In fact, when that was playing, I was like, wow, this is making me feel something. This is probably Sarah McLachlan.
I also said it's making me feel something, but it was an erection.
Robbie. All right, so yeah, Knives Out.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Out next week.
Yeah, Knives Out. I think another title that we could use as a joke would be Spoons In.
Spoons In's pretty good.
Yeah.
Forks Left.
Forks Left.
Sporks Right.
Yep, Sporks Right. I think that's about it.
Maybe something to play with Dagger somewhere. But yeah, we'll come up with we'll have more next week. We'll have a lot more next week.
Oh yeah, tune in for sure. Tune in for sure.
It's going to be an hour and a half of just us thinking of other alternate titles.
Yeah.
Not based on the movie either. Just strictly other words for knives, and synonyms and other things for out.
Yes. Knives, other utensils.
Yeah. So this will be good.
Maybe
this will be good stuff.
Other weapons. Guns over there.
Hey. And get ready for our best Foghorn Leghorn impersonations.
I'm lost on that because I again haven't seen it.
Oh.
I don't know anything about it other than that it is a big cast with
Daniel Craig is so good in this as Benoit Blanc.
I understand.
I'll say.
I understand it's a whodunit with a ensemble cast. That's all
Yeah.
I know.
It's fantastic. You're gonna love it. I love it.
I know it's Ryan Johnson directed,
Yep, and he's
and
also doing the sequel
I
called
like most
Glass
of what
Onion, a Knives Out story,
Hmm.
which is coming out soon to Netflix.
I
This
told
is
you
not
about the
sponsored,
strawberry fields.
Sued.
You know the
Sued.
place where nothing is
Sued.
free.
Sued. Shaku. Shaku.
Nice. Is that multiple lawsuits or is it's just the one?
Every word you sang was a lawsuit.
Good lord.
Goo, goo, goo. That's my favorite part of that song.
Yeah.
He goes,
That's a
I
good
told
song.
you about the fool on the hill.
Goo, goo, goo.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah. Good stuff.
We're Beatles fans. In case
Yeah.
everyone didn't know.
Yeah. I feel like if you're not a Beatles fan, you probably haven't heard the Beatles. Like you've heard I Want to Hold Your Hand. You're like, it's not for me. Why
I
do you
want
listen to
to
the fucking
hold your
Beatles?
glands.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen to the fucking Beatles. Listen to the fucking Beatles. Already.
Yeah.
Fucking listen to them.
Okay. Okay. Let's relax.
Also, what about that age-old question, like Stones or Beatles? Like, is that even a fucking question? Is that even a fucking question? Of course it's the Beatles.
Yeah.
Stones or Beatles.
Because the
Shut
Beatles
up.
knew when to stop.
Yes. Correct. Stones or Beatles. How about I don't know. How about what's another comparable question? Do you like breathing or do you like living or dying? I like living, idiot.
Dying.
Uh-oh. Robbie's a Stones fan.
Please, Lord, take me.
Beatles or Stones.
I've been alive for 470 years.
Oh my god, you look great, dude.
I've lost everyone I've ever loved over generations. Please, for the love of God, kill me. This curse will never end.
What's your secret? Like for skincare?
This is a curse. This is a witch's curse. I revert back to my 20s every 70 years.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, Knives Out next week.
Hey, rate and review. Give us a 5-star review. That'd be cool.
For sure. Yeah. Where can they find our music?
They can find our music on Spotify. Just search The Royds, TheRoyds. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music. And you can find the music from the podcast on Bandcamp at theroyds.bandcamp.com. Andy, where can they find us on the socials?
You go to _Royds. That's ROYDS again. And that's on the Instagram, where you can see our copious amounts of nudes and sensual pictures. Very suggestive. But you know, that's what gets the views, you know?
You know, TikTok always takes down our audio.
Really?
Yeah, TikTok, I always get an alert. It's like, hey, stop talking about Willem Dafoe's giant hog.
That's
good
good stuff,
right.
though.
Yeah, I know it's good stuff, but TikTok's like, you can't keep talking about giant dicks on your podcast. I'm like, no, we can. We just can't post it on TikTok. They're like, that's fair.
But like, why can't you talk about dick on TikTok?
They're very strict rules.
But like, you're not showing dick. Also, look at TikTok. I've
I
seen
understand.
the most heinous shit I've ever seen on TikTok.
Okay, the most heinous shit.
I've seen absolutely heinous shit on TikTok.
I need to know.
I'm talking like vomit. People like pissing themselves.
What are you looking at?
I'm telling it's these
That's
things
all
have
based
millions
on
of
no.
views.
Oh no! Oh, the cougar's back! The cougar's back!
Oh my,
oh my fucking god! The cougar came back!
oh my gosh, that is one angry older woman / cat. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
man.
What happened to the ASL?
That doesn't care anymore. Oh, Jeebaluba.
No, like TikTok is fucking gross.
No, but like you're only seeing vomit if you're hovering on videos of people vomiting, man.
I'm telling you, look, this is what happens with my TikTok. My TikTok is so confused. Like I'll get like a guitar video, I'll get a drum video. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'll get like the newest like big comedy video where it's like I forget their name, but it's like this guy and his older foreign mom, and he'll be like, hey, he'll put like a funny filter on her, and she's like, you get that out of my face. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Like, and then I'll go to the next thing, and it'll be like a 9/11 joke. I'm like, all right, well, wow, that's heavy-handed. Okay, I'll keep scrolling. It's another guitar thing. Cool. I'll go to another thing, and it's like some kid like drinking at a party, and then he vomits back into his cup, and then he continues to drink. And I'm like, that's heinous. That's the most heinous shit I've ever seen in my life. Let me keep scrolling, and oh, it's a cat video. It's cute. It's adorable. Like TikTok is just all over the place. And we're not meant, as human beings, we are not meant to just guzzle content like this. It's insane. And there's a wild variety. It's like, hey, this is cute. This is wholesome. This is terrifying. This is funny. This is terrifying. This is wholesome. This is sad. Like, what's going? It's like your brain is like, what? Who am I? What? Where am I? It's insane.
I'm gonna ask, and I might regret this question. Do you like any videos on TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah, because at the end of the day, my wife and I, we sit in bed and we're like, oh, check out these TikToks I liked, and we laugh. I try to only like funny shit.
It's based on an algorithm, man, because I'm not seeing any of the vomit or anything like that. I'm telling you, my TikTok algorithm, my TikTok is full of silly jokes. A couple of women bouncing their titties, which I'm going to mention. I didn't hear you say, so
I do get that occasionally.
Yeah, okay, gay.
I like I like the ones where it's like a thirst trap and then a guy like rating
those are so funny.
Trap. That shit is funny. And I also get, my YouTube algorithm is weird too. It's like, hey, you like video games, you like music, you like art. Like, I like watching people, especially charcoal shit. I get that.
Yeah, we know you like watching people, you fucking freak.
Yeah. I like watching people draw with charcoal, because like they'll draw like a squiggly and you're like, okay, that's nothing, and then they'll make it into the most realistic face I've ever seen, and I'm like, that is the most and it's like in under 5 minutes. Like, that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen anyone do. Incredulous.
Again, my YouTube is not like that. I get my baseball content, my video game and movie content.
Well, look,
I get wrestling content.
I get comic book stuff, which is understandable. I get video game stuff, understandable. Again, art, music, and then like the random, I'll get like some crazy like right wing thing on my feed on YouTube. It's like, are you tired of the darn libs? I'm like, no, no, I'm not. I'm not tired of them.
You know, that makes your screen name make sense. Proud Boy Andy.
Oh, I'm a very proud man, Robbie.
Oh no.
No, it's just I don't know. I think all my algorithms are weird. Same with Instagram. Instagram is weird. It's like, hey, you like this? I'm like, no.
That's still just
why would you
man.
That?
You need to figure out there's something you're doing.
I don't know. That's the thing. On YouTube and Instagram, I don't like shit other than like my friends. And like none of my friends are on YouTube. But like TikTok, I just like funny shit, and then it gives me heinous shit. Heinous.
I don't know, man.
Heinous, Robbie.
Whoa. I don't get any of that.
Cookies. You know those cookies? Heinous anus?
Nope.
It's a take on Famous Amos.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to eat those. They're full of poop.
Anyway, that's my old man Andy rant on TikTok.
Yeah.
How it's molding the minds of all of us into absolute mush. But I'll never stop because it's entertaining as fuck.
And I think
so. What the hell else am I gonna watch on the turlet?
I think this started with you telling our listeners what our social media was. So
you're right.
Why don't you finish doing that real quick?
And another thing.
Oh boy. Oh no.
All right, I'm sorry. Just hit that 15-second skip thing.
Well, don't hit it now because we're about to give our socials.
No, not now. You go back, hit it back a couple times, and then hit it forward again.
Yeah, just skip the last 15 fucking minutes.
The you can feel free to cut that out too if you want.
Oh no, that's in.
Okay, all right.
Your rant about Syria is in.
Nope, there was no such rant. So you can find us on the Instagram, _Royds. You can find us on Twitter, TheRoydsBand. I've done it. You can find us on, is that it? Facebook, I think. We got Facebook, and you can like us there if people still do that.
I never go. I haven't been on Facebook in ages.
Yeah, no, Facebook is just, I'm tired of being oppressed, even though I'm an upper class white piece of shit. Shut up. Get out of my fucking feed. Anyway, rant number 2 coming at you hot and fast.
I'm just gonna go for it, man. I'll play it out. Andy rants about George Soros.
Don't even get me started.
Oh no.
So we got 2 albums and a Christmas song on the Spotify, which Robbie mentioned, and all of our podcast songs on the Bandcamp, which Robbie mentioned. Tune in next week for Knives Out. You got anything else? Oh, Robbie, where can they find you on the social de la media?
Follow me at Robert Corridor on Instagram and Twitter. And as Andy was just saying, we're doing Knives Out next week's Benoit blog. I just can't wait to be doing that all next week. Oh
my gosh. What about Javelins Aside?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Send us an email. roydsreview@gmail.com.
Real quick, hit me with one.
What?
Hit me with one.
Like a spoof on the name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Swords in the vicinity.
Nice. Tune in for more of that horse shit.
And trust us, we will repeat those next week too.
Oh, for sure.
We're gonna be short on material. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye.